All right, so this is like my fifth take, but anyhow, it's springtime in Northeast Florida. The air temperature's been great. It's warmed up our surf temperature to that magic number, that 70 degrees Fahrenheit, when all the whiting start moving through and the pompanos start moving through, and I'm talking about the big whiting. So I can't go surf fishing. They've closed our beach here in Duval County and some other counties nearby due to the COVID scare. But there are other fish that move through too, especially around the area inlets. We got some bigger bluefish and then also Spanish mackerel. So this little video is about what I like to use for Spanish mackerel. I've been using it for a few decades now. It works really well for me, but it involves Clark spoons right here. So I'm gonna try to transition this camera to my hat here, and I'll just show you what I use and to kind of explain what I use and how I use it. So here we go. Bear with me on this little maneuver here. All right, hopefully that wasn't too painful, but what I have here is the rig I like to use. It's about maybe, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 feet at most of a wire leader attached to 2 1-ounce leads, egg sinkers here, and then truthfully I prefer to use trolling leads. They usually come with swivels on them, and they're a little more, I guess, hydrodynamic would be the term. But anywhere from 1.5 to maybe 2.5 on those. Wired to multiple swivels. You need to wire your leads because Spanish and bluefish have gnarly teeth and they will hit your leads. Sometimes when you got a really good bite, you'll see hits and not be hooking up because they'll be hitting your leads, and when you reel in your line, your leads will have teeth marks all over them. And then down to maybe like 2 feet down to a Clark spoon here. I like to use the 00 size or the 01. I usually won't go any higher up than that. I found that these two are the best sizes. The 00 and the 01, that is, are the best sizes of Clark spoons to use. So I tie this off to my rod. I typically like to use a medium size rod, medium, not medium heavy or medium light, but medium, something that holds, anywhere from about 12 to 25 pound test, and then a 6,000 size reel right there. So, and I just let it way back out behind the boat. The wire I use, and this is what I use for kingfish too, is just, I don't know if it's kind of rubbed out, but a 31 pound test wire leader. I think this leader is obviously plenty strong, but the lighter you go, the harder it is to tie these haywire twists. I'm gonna do a quick haywire twist for you here, just using this hook. But you just go through it a little ways, put a big loop in it, hold it tight, and then twist the hook or twist the swivel, whatever you're gonna use, a few times. I'm hooked myself. And then once you get a few twists in there, this is not going as planned, but then you just kind of come at a 90-degree angle and wrap it a few times. And I don't know, for Spanish, you don't have to wrap it a million trillion times. I mean, that right there will suffice. But really one of the most important things is do not take your cutters to that, because you will have a nice pointy thing there that's going to get your thumb. So you always bend it, make an arm there, and just spin it like that. Maybe it takes a couple of tries, and then you got something you can grab all day long. So there's a haywire twist for you. Like I said, deadly, in my opinion, pretty deadly for Spanish and other bluefish and even jacks. I don't know if I've ever caught anything else on them, but watch this little video and you'll see us. We had a really good day, many double hookups on some fish there at the Mayport jetties, and hopefully if you've never fished with these or this kind of setup, you try it out once and you may like it, you may stick to it. Also, another thing I like about this, I put it on a 7-foot rod right here. This I can cast because it's short, and because of the leads are up high on it, that's where the basically all the casting weight is. You can really launch it. So this rig actually works good for jetties and piers and just shoreline fishing too, because you can really launch it and just let it sink a little bit and just reel it in with a pretty fast retrieve, and you may just catch yourself good Spanish mackerel or something else there. So anyhow, watch the video and hopefully you enjoy it. All right, so it is weekday fishing for us. It is I guess a COVID weekday. We are here at the Mayport boat ramp. Griffin's at the helm. We've got my nephew Sean with us right there. So those guys I believe, finished their online schoolwork, so, or really close to it. So we decided we would take a break this afternoon. We haven't been out on the boat in God knows how long. Definitely haven't splashed it in a while. So we're gonna head that way towards the Mayport jetties. The wind has picked up a little bit, but hopefully we can find some fish out there. Should be some Spanish around, so keep your fingers crossed and wish us luck. All right, so we're out here trolling for Spanish mackerel. We're using little Clark spoons. It was a bumpy ride through the jetties. I guess there's a little more swell than I was thinking on this outgoing tide, so kind of got a little bit wet coming out. But we're gonna play out here for a little bit. The water's beautiful, it's nice and clean. We're gonna hug these jetties and a couple other boats out here. I don't see anybody trolling, so we'll give this a little while. Maybe we'll get lucky and put a couple fish in the boat. All right, see it yet? I'll pull you back down a little bit. That's got a big, good bend there. Maybe a little better fish than I thought. What you got? Just a spinning little Spanish? Yeah. All right. Well, that didn't take long. We haven't been trolling 5 minutes, and we've already got. Is that a Spanish or a blue? Spinning pretty good. And I can't tell from here. Looks like a blue. Yep. It's a good size blue. All right. And that's wondering why it's so hard to bite. It's hooked in the top of the head, made him a planer. All right. All right, you can see how rough it is. We just made it out past the south tip right there. The swell picks up considerably. There was no swell this morning at all when we walked down the beach. First thing, it has picked up for some reason. We got pelicans diving over there. That's kind of where I want to go, but that's pretty rough over there. So we're gonna slowly swing back around, back behind these south rocks here and get out of this swell and everything. What a bummer. All right, what do you guys think? How much longer you guys want to stay out here in this?
Not much longer.
Not much longer. I agree with you. It's pretty big out here. I mean, it's 4 foot for sure. 4 foot swells coming in here. Kind of close together. Kind of close together. There's a pretty big swell rolling in here. We'll do one more pass by the rocks and back out. Maybe we'll turn back in and go take our live shrimp in. But you know, we were successful so far. I mean, we haven't trolled very long at all. Already had a couple knockdowns and couple fish on, so one more big loop. Gaining on it? You gaining on it, Griffin? Oh, there we go. We got a double header here. 2 rods down. Hopefully we got something good here. All right. I'm gonna slow you guys down a little bit so hopefully you can gain on it. Oh, you're gaining on it. What you got, a blue? Oh, a little Spanish there? All right, lift him in here. Good job. So we got Spanish around here. Nice fish, Sean. I knew that's why I brought you, because you seem to have a gift for the Spanish. Now this is the most dangerous thing in the world right here. Those teeth right there. Don't ever, you guys ever try that by yourself. All right, let's see what Griffin has here. Slowed it down. He's got another little Spanish. Little babies here. All right, get him up here, Big G. We're gonna get another double header here. So Sean's got one on here. They're definitely biting fast and furious. I don't know if we have been trolling. Yeah, it's probably another Spanish that's on the surface back there. I don't know if we've been trolling 15 to 20 minutes maybe. I don't even know if we've been trolling that long, so there's definitely a lot of Spanish. Lucas out here. Sean, keep your rods up. Still gaining on it? Oh, it's on there, Griff? Yep. There's our double header that fast. We got really clean water. Okay, I'm gonna slow you guys down a little bit so you guys can gain a little bit. All right, we got a double header. Seems like between this boat and that boat, there's a ton of Spanish hanging out here. So, you think you got a monster on there? Yeah. I'll slow us down just a bit. Keep that rod tip up, Shawnee.
Is that on the surface?
Yeah, you guys are. They definitely look a little beefier, at least in the bend of the rod here. Keep that tension on them though. You know, if you do that pull back and reel in the slack, that's a surefire way to lose them. Surefire. Oh yeah, you're just fighting right at the back of the boat. What you got there? Is that a bluefish, Shawnee? A couple of bluefish this time. Pretty solid big you got there, Shawnee. Keep this going so we can't get another one. 2 on 1. Yep, there it goes. Right on cue. All right, I'll slow you guys down a little bit. Oh, someone's way back on the surface blasting. That was you? You think? No, I think it's still on there. Just staying deep. No. Yeah, you got it on there still. What, you got a bluefish? Oh, are y'all crossed up? There you go. Now reel in a little bit and just flop it over him. Go hard to your left. Reel down a little bit and then flop.
Come on, bring it over that way. No,
To your left. To your left, Sean. Over. There you go. Way high. There you go. Good job. Nicely done. Whoops. I forgot. I never put my antenna up. All right, we'll let Griffin get here. You can just keep yours kind of in the water there. Keep it alive. And then let's see what Griffin's got here. What do you got?
So what I have.
That one's fighting a little harder, but I think it's another blue. Yeah. Nice little blues. Nice little chopper blues. All right, let me get these off. So this will give you a little perspective of how rough it was when we got our little 19-foot boat out of the protected waters of that south jetty there. It was definitely a 3 to 4, really close together coming out of the north and pretty unorganized. So we did take a couple small splashes over the bow. But anyhow, back to these Clark spoons. These Clark spoons, you can tell just from this video here, they're very deadly, I guess, bait. The way they're rigged like that for trolling for Spanish. So you get a chance to get out here in Northeast Florida right now, and hopefully you can find a nicer day than we were out there. I mean, the fish were biting, they were kind of small, but try the Clark spoons. Try them how I rigged them here and see if they work for you. Anyhow, as always, thanks for watching.